Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzum marimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Somemi oya kamuri sana ino mikoto. Tsukushi no imuka no tachi hana no odo no ahagi hara ni misogi hara itamo utoki ni narimaseru. Arai dono kamitachi moro moro no magagoto tsumike gare o arai tamae kiyome tamae tomao tsukoto no yoshi o amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni abe no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete kigoshi mese to kashikomi kashikomi no maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki ae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki ae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushin no kami mamori tamae saki ae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushin no kami mamori tamae saki ae tamae. Kamagara tamachi vaemate. Kamagara tamachi vaemate. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. May God of light bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your grace. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God in Miroku bless you.
Johrei has now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teaching. In service to humanity, born as human beings, it is our duty to strive our utmost for peace in the world and the happiness of others. Those who love humanity and help people in need are always loved and protected by God wherever they may go. A person who strives constantly to help others and better the world is like a diamond buried in the sand. Every home, every individual has a spiritual atmosphere. There are homes that are warm and friendly, but sometimes when you visit a home, you somehow feel a certain coldness or loneliness. This happens because the family members, particularly the head of the family, lack enough love. These people have cold, selfish hearts and don't care about the welfare of others. Their frigid thoughts reflect on the home's atmosphere, and you feel cold when you visit. The same applies to people. Some people leave you with a cold impression, and others a warm one. This is due to the spiritual vibration that each person has. When you meet them, you somehow feel it. Those who are full of love emanate warmth. When love is plentiful and strong, there is abundant light. Since people yearn for light and are drawn to it by nature, they naturally turn to these warm and bright places and loving people.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers geared towards world peace, the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Ruth da Silva from Taguatinga, Brazil. Ruth is now 45 years old. Before knowing our church, she and her husband experienced many marital conflicts. Same time, she harbored resentment towards her mother. They hadn't spoken for over 30 years. Uchi has 5 children, and the 4 younger ones are constantly ill with colds, allergies, and ear infections. In August of 2018, her sister-in-law started channeling Johrei to the entire family. Uchi always felt a sense of inner peace while receiving. In 2 months, the conflicts decreased, and Uchi and her husband were granted permission to join our faith in October of 2018. Following month, Ruti sought out her mother and they reconciled. She channeled Johrei to her children every day, and gradually they improved from allergies, colds, and infections. In May of 2019, they received a Shoko Child Locket. July of 2020, she graduated in law, and after 2 attempts, she didn't pass the bar exam. She was very frustrated and started to weaken in faith, despite the great miracles experienced. In December, she was advised by her minister to change her attitude from asking to serving God and others with sincerity. She then began to thank and entrust her worries to God and Meishu-sama. She dedicated herself to liturgy, cleaning, participating in virtual study of Meishu-sama's teachings, and held Johrei gatherings at her home once a month, where she received her family, friends, and neighbors. February 2022, Huti's dream of passing the bar exam was finally realized. Following month, she was invited by a friend to work in a law firm. Today, she has her own office and is very happy and fulfilled professionally. She has already been granted permission to guide her parents, eldest daughter, brother, and his wife. and 3 nieces and nephews to the divine work, which is deeply thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the blessings received, and especially her sister-in-law, who introduced her immediate family to our faith. Thank you very much for joining this evening service and listening to this very beautiful faith experience. Wish you all a most wonderful evening.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.